Hi guys, welcome to One Doll One Hat Knitting Podcast where I show you my knitted and crocheted projects. And the reason I watch knitting podcasts is to get inspired. I didn't realize just how many things I want to make when I watch other podcasters show their makes, how much it inspires me to go find that pattern, and how many times I think, oh my goodness, I've got to make that. And I thought maybe you guys will also get inspired watching some of the things I make. I hope so. So, the first um, item I want to show you today, guys, is a toy because I am absolutely amigurumi obsessed ever since I learned to crochet. It became a passion. When I was knitting, I didn't make as many toys because I don't know why. I don't have an explanation actually. But the first toy, hello, is a little piglet. He is made from Claire Gardens. Sorry, I better check. Garland, I'm so sorry. Claire Garland, this little piggy pattern. He's just the most precious little piggy. If you search on Ravelry for little pig patterns, to me this is the one. He's amazing. It's just something precious about him, isn't it, guys? Um, Claire, the original one. Let me see if I can like zoom in. The original one is made. Um, my lighting is kind of not well, but he's made without any clothing. And when I was making mine, I thought I want to give him little pantaloons, little shorties, and I actually also made him a little newsboy hat. Look at this little guy. I love him, you guys. So the pattern is by Claire Garland of Pebbles on Ravelry. She also has an amazing Instagram page. You can go check her out. She is really an incredible designer. If you get to her page, you just will want to make everything that she designed. She is that good. But I just added this little crocheted newsboy beanie or hat for him and gave him shorts. I like it that way. So he could also wear it with his ears tucked in. I think he's missing a little like postman bag. That's how I envision him, like bicycling in the morning, throwing out papers as he uh, cycling by. I have a wild imagination. I always give them little characters and stories in my head. But there he is. He is made from the yarn I picked up at a Goodwill store that I talked about in the last video. I've made a pair of baby shoes and a baby beanie and had some leftover yarn, so I made this little piggy from it and still have a little remnant. And the blue is just a bowl of unlabeled from my stash. So that's the first one. He is super cute. If you guys haven't made him, I highly recommend this pattern. You can make him like the original without any clothing that was knitted on and then later dress him up in something adorable, or like I did. I thoroughly enjoyed this pattern. The only thing that I will do in the future, I will make the body, the legs and arms in the round so I don't have to sew it. I'm not the best at sewing it neatly. However, I think I did a pretty decent job on this one. But I just don't like seeing the seaming. But actually, I did pretty good, I think. I cannot see like um, the seams poking out. The only issue is, and if you make this pattern flat, you'll know what I mean. The head I cannot figure out if I can make it in the round or not, because it's made from, and it's a paid pattern, so I'm not gonna, like, I can't give you all the details, but from I believe from the nose around to the head, and then you make this part that goes like the bottom jaw, and then you make the snout and stitch it all together. So to make it in the round, I don't think I'm maybe proficient enough to execute that idea. So if I make him in the future, and I'm sure I will make just the body on circulars or double point DPNs, and the head I'll probably just follow the pattern as is and stitch it on. So this little piggy went to market. I really like him, guys. So that's the first one. My second project comes, it's a little doll. Yes, I told you I am obsessed with dolls, and her pattern comes from a book, and I will show you the book, but here she is, this little lady. She's a blondie. So I did modify her pattern slightly too. I think, what did I do different? Oh yes, I made her on DPNs. She is originally knit flat and then stitched together, but I made her on DPNs. Here she is, this little sweetie. I like her a lot too, guys. But I fall in love with all of my dolls that I make. They become my little girls to just admire and enjoy on my shelves for a while, until they go in a box, because there's only so many I can keep around my shelves and the couch. And I make more, and these go sit in the closet until it's time to go to the market, and then they find families and hopefully get enjoyed and cared for. But her pattern, guys, comes from a book called Knitted Toy Tales. This is the book by Laura Long. And let's get to her pattern. Polly Dolly's Dress Up Day. This is the original. Her shoes were made separately and put on. I do cut corners sometimes because I don't like making a lot of like extra little details. Plus I worry the child will quickly lose the shoes, and Dolly will be shoeless, but it looks a lot cuter when the shoes are on. That's just me, I'm weird, I know. So I didn't knit the shoes separately or the dress separately. Yeah, I forgot. I actually knitted her dress as part of the body, but in the original pattern, her dress was knitted separately. I think she's super adorable, and like in the book. So I'm hoping to make another one and maybe correct some of my areas where I'm not super happy with how I did it, because the original is just super adorbs, guys. Is she not? I think she is. And here's my little Polly. Like I said, I did make, like, knit her dress on so it cannot come off, and also the shoes. And she is made all in one piece, guys. From the head, you make the body as a raglan or circular yoke. I think it was a like raglan. And very enjoyable project. I recommend you guys knit her and tons of other cute things from that book, which I will also. Her body was knitted. I used Loops and Threads Baby Delight from Michaels, and I knitted her on US 4 needles. My next project I would like to show you guys, my next FO, um, it was a design in the making for a while. So last time we had a craft market in our town. My cousin had a booth there, and one of the hats that she had on the mannequin was a knitted hat that created a spiral pattern. Um, I will find it and maybe link it later, guys. So it's a very easy one. If you're a knitter, you know what I'm talking about. It's the yarn over knitted together, I believe, that creates a beautiful spiral. So she had that displayed on the mannequin on her table at the craft fair, and there was a crocheter lady who had a booth um, right next to her, and she came over and was just with admiration kind of studying my cousin's hat. And while my cousin stepped away, I was kind of in charge of her booth for a while to help her out. And this lady was like, do you know how she made it go spiral like that? I really like it that it goes like in around and creates the spiral. How did she make it? And I said, oh, it's actually quite easy, but it's knitted. And the lady was like, oh, it's knitted. Oh, I don't know how to knit. I'm a crocheter and I would love to create something like this. And I said, well, I'm really sorry. I would love to tell you how it's made if you were a knitter. And then I came home and I thought, well, surely there is a pattern that creates a spiral in a similar way, guys. And I was researching all of the different stitches. I was on the internet looking for crocheted spiral pattern, and I found the stitch that creates it. And I picked up a yarn and tried to work it, and here it is. I actually did make it. So if I ever during the next market, I'm planning to have a booth as well. If I ever see that lady, I will definitely share how I made it and maybe give her the written pattern. I am planning to publish this pattern after I change the ribbing. I'm not happy with the way this ribbing is kind of flaring out, as you can see. Like the head goes, like the tubal shape, and then the ribbing should be nice and snug, but maybe I should reduce the number of stitches, maybe go down a hook size, maybe change this part to a different stitch. We'll see, but I gotta work on it yet. This is a work in progress, but I'm very proud of this because I was able to recreate the knitted spiral into a crocheted spiral. I figured it out, and once I perfect this pattern and have it tested, I will publish it on Ravelry. So these are my current projects, and I have some more to share with you guys. One of them is also a design in progress. It will be this precious Dolly. I'm currently designing her clothing and hair. So I will share more details about her in the next video. So stay tuned. Thanks guys for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Say hi in the comments. And thank you for your time. See you in the next video. Bye guys.